live, and look who it is. Long time no see. It's been so long, guys. Like, what is it, year and a half?
Year and a half?
Yeah. So. We've got tons of updates. Life, 190E, just stuff in every direction. I got married, so you know how that goes. Freaking cars come on hold, life happens, which, not complaining. Marriage has been the best thing ever. Let's head back to the house, and on the way, maybe some quick shots of the G-Wagon, or some quick talking in the car before we get to see the 190E and what's become of it. So far, it looks great, but you guys will see. It's not finished, but it's close. So let's go.
Let's get into it.
Well, we're gonna grab food while we're on the way to check out the 190E. We're gonna stop at a little Mexican restaurant. It's great food, but maybe some updates from Ivan, especially because he's kind of abandoned me down here in Tucson. He just left. So Ivan, give some updates of what's going on with you.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of life updates. No longer in Tucson, moved up to Scottsdale. Like Peter said, I left him behind a little bit, but he's married, he's okay. He's not by himself.
It's true.
Briefly had a C63 for a little bit. That was pretty fun. Recently sold that. Trying to see what I'm gonna get into next. And just been busy with life. It's pretty much been about it. What about you, Peter?
Yeah, I would have to say life has gone great in every single way you can imagine. Nothing's gone wrong. New job. I got married and just been spending all my time just enjoying that aspect of life. Cars aren't gonna go away. Cars are always gonna be there to work on. But gotta get married. So all you youngins need to get married. Find a wife. Find someone you can spend the rest of your life with. It's a great thing. But we're gonna grab food anyways, then we'll go check it out. Look at this thing. We still have it. So guys, here's the 190E. Roof box doesn't matter. It's not part of it. I don't have anywhere to store that thing. And when it's not on the G-Wagon or the car I had it before, it's kind of taking up room everywhere. So
it's kind of a look. This thing.
Yeah, maybe Ivan will insert some side shots of what it looks like, but it kind of fits. So almost maybe if it was color matched, it would look good in the future.
Could be an option.
Not like I'm gonna get rid of it anytime soon. So might as well put it on there. But yeah, 190E has been sitting here, getting work done slowly every weekend I can. Brakes, fuel, seats, interior, welding, body work, electrical kind of kicked my ass for a while. Small intermittent issues with cutting a car in half. You never knew there'd be an issue with cutting a whole car in half, especially being a German car and then being where we're at. So thankfully it runs and drives.
Yeah.
Limp mode, but that counts. Running and driving counts.
Still running.
Splitting a car in half, putting it back together, and making it start for two idiots.
I'd say it's an accomplishment.
I think that's pretty good. I've had lots of friends come over and help diagnose stuff. I've had friends that are going to help with suspension geometry for the front to be able to make those wheels fit perfectly because we did change some lengths of stuff. And so I just want to say thank you to everybody that has done that because there's so many little details, and we'll go over them, that if I'm not able to find a solution for, or we aren't able to find a solution for, the build will just never be finished. So I understand the people that have started this build, the 5 or so people, I understand why some of them didn't finish and some of them are lost and nobody knows, and we don't want to be one of them. So we do really want to get this done soon and have it done. So Ivan's gonna roll some clips and then let's talk about those details. Some stuff has changed on the inside. I would say it's probably the biggest transformation. Before, I think the last video we have, there's nothing on the inside of this thing. It's just a carcass. So we got seats, we got carpeting, steering wheel. I'm not sure if that's gonna be the steering wheel we go with, but yeah, a lot has changed. We got these beautiful, and I like them a lot because maybe I designed them, so that's why I like them so much. So you guys can tell me if that's actually true. But I went off the CLK 63 DTM race car. They had the AMG in the headrest, this style bucket seat, and then carbon fiber backs. And that's what I loved. And it had like a suede, like a dark Alcantara centerpiece for the whole thing. But I could have gone that route, but I saw a Sport Classic that our friend Ryan owns, that he just picked up a year ago, and it had houndstooth. So I told myself I had to do some kind of houndstooth because it kind of became a little bit of a fiend for it, we'll say. So yeah, went with houndstooth. We can change it ever in the future, and got these seats mounted in. Went with steering wheel because, of course, we're getting rid of airbags. We're going to do 5-point harnesses, and we're going to do roll cage. So you don't need airbags and that kind of stuff because you're secure and you're not going to hit that airbag. Plus, we've deleted every other airbag, so why not just delete the last airbag there is to delete? Carpeting is just OEM carpeting. Put it back in from the C63. We have to finish out the trimming on all the edges of the doors. We have to get a new headliner because we don't want to leave it tan. And of course, we need door cards. If you guys have door cards or want to give us door cards or know anybody with them, we need them. We want to go with black or carbon fiber, dry carbon fiber, anything. But we need that darker color to match the interior. And that gets to the back seat. There's going to be no back seats. It's just going to be a race car. In the simplest form, there's going to be just roll cage, and it's just going to be bare. Maybe we'll carpet it. Maybe we will just leave it bare so it's just metal and you see the rawness of everything, and block it off from the trunk, of course. But that's what's gone up here. In the rear, which we can't see, we've done the full fuel system. It's mostly OEM, different pumps. We were going to do external fuel tank, never got around to doing that. Plus, there's a lot of people that said you didn't need to do it with the fuel tank already had. Such a low center of gravity, there was no reason to change it in the location. Just change the pumps. So that became the simple fix: is change the pumps, put the factory lines, and go with that. Car is all sealed up as far as the inside here, except for a windshield and a couple small places from the trunk. We did the brake lines. Can't really see that. They're under the car. We did full new steel braided brake lines front to rear. We still have to draw down the system and pump and bleed the brakes. So that's one thing to do on our list shortly here. The car does start. So as long as we do it shortly, I think we can quickly do it. Let's do it. Why not?
Ready for a startup?
Yeah. And that leaves the front end, which I have neglected and I don't want to touch. Don't think Ivan wants to touch.
Ooh.
It's beautiful. Why do we even need to do body work, honestly? Well,
Just leave it like that.
I wish it was that simple. I wish it was that easy. It's going to be probably my biggest hurdle. There's no structure for us to attach the body panels. There's no mounting points, no anything. And I know that's not a new thing in the body swap world. I know that's not a new thing in people doing stuff to car world. It's done every day. It's done every week, every show, every year. But it's new for us. It's new for me. And it's going to have its own challenges. We need to add some structure back in to both strut towers. And then strut towers need to move. So we're going to have new custom control arms, completely made, billet aluminum. My friend Eric is gracefully said that we can design them, and he'll cut them on their CNC. He makes aerospace parts for missiles and whatnot, so I don't think that they will be bad quality whatsoever. It's going to come down to the design. It's going to come down to how much time we put into that. I'm not the best designer, and I know he is. And I know people that we can incorporate into it. So I think once we get that, that is the key to success for this front end. Because right now these front wheels sit about 2 inches too far back. We did change the wheelbase, but then with the change of wheelbase, you get from pretty much the windshield back perfect for length, but that doesn't incorporate from the windshield forwards. So where the fender here mounts to the door area there, to where the wheel arches and the space for the wheel, that's different. So you can cut the car in half and it fits perfectly, but then the whole front, which nobody ever told us because there's no blueprints, there's no plans to do this. So it's just finding out the hard way, and we're finding out the hard way. Once that's done, radiator, that moves to the trunk. That'll get some kind of ducting. I'm not worried about that. That's pretty simple. People do that all the time. We fixed a problem with not being able to have starting power. It wouldn't crank, but it was a simple problem. My friend Raul just came over and it was like 20 minutes later. I don't understand how it just worked, but it did. But everything else is great. Just did an oil change, coolant is good, and everything works. It's surprisingly, from cutting a car in half. Air conditioning still works. Radio still works, only has 1 speaker. But yeah,
That's all you need.
it's a race car. You're gonna be enjoying. It's a little loud right now, as you could tell from that video. Some people like it, some people don't. We're gonna do a full exhaust to the rear, quad tips instead of the 2 that the Evo usually has. And we're excited. So might be a little while till another update, but just know that we made this update video to make sure you guys know that we didn't quit on this, where it's not one of those other projects that disappear forever and nobody ever sees. Yeah, we are going to make sure that this thing gets done one way or another, and we're excited. Any last words?
We're just getting started.
Yeah, we're just getting started, honestly. Easy work's been done. Anybody could have done that. But I would assume 6 months. 6 months until something else changes. Later, guys.